Hi guys, my name's Bex and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm bringing to you my TBR for the OWLS ReadAthon. It is that time again, guys. Another magical readathon is upon us, and I'm so excited to be joining the OWLS in April. If you do not know what the OWLS are, they are readathons hosted throughout the year, hosted by G from Book Roast. I'll leave a link down below to G's channel and her announcement video for the OWLS, and I have been waiting this since we finished the Charms Extra Credit last year. So if you want any more information about the OWLS readathon, it runs the whole of April, and there are a lot of different things to this readathon, like we can choose career paths, stuff like that, and it's really fun and really amazing. So definitely go check out G's video down below. Get all the details so you know everything going into this one. But today all I'm going to be telling you about is my TBR. So starting off with my TBR, I basically had to choose a career path that I was going to follow. And I know nobody is shocked when I say that I'm going to be a magizoologist. So if you do not know how incredibly talented G is, then this is one of the pages out of the careers pamphlet. And it is so freaking detailed, guys. So we've got magizoologist, we've got some pictures here, we've got the key traits, we've got what owls we need, what newts we need, and some job opportunities, and I've never been so happy in my life. So basically, me as a person loves animals. I love all animals except for certain reptiles we won't talk about. When I was choosing this one, I knew straight away before looking at the prompts needed, etc., that I wanted to be a magizoologist. So that is what I am going to be working towards. And so basically I'm going to work towards my dreams today, and I'm going to be a magizoologist. So let me tell you what I need to be a magizoologist. So the prompts on this one say, a magizoologist is a person who dedicates their life to studying, investigating, and protecting magical creatures. It's a popular career with many possible subpaths. The majority of wizards decide to focus on a specific favourite species after a couple of decades of studying a broader spectrum of fantastic beasts. However, general magizoologists are also highly sought after by many institutions. This is an occupation for those with an inborn affinity to animals, those who are not afraid of an occasional injury, and those who enjoy travelling. All of those things sound like me. So basically, the owls I need are care of magical creatures, charms, herbology, and potions. However, I have got books for 10 of the prompts today that I would like to share with you, so let's get started. So starting with the care of magical creatures, the book I've got to read for this one has to have a land animal on the cover. And for this one, I have chosen The Darkest Part of the Forest by Holly Black. We have a little beetle over here, we have a butterfly over here, all land animals. Holly Black's work is really intriguing, and I've loved The Cruel Prince and The Wicked King, so I wanted to dive into some of her earlier works. Fairies, knights, princes, true love, think you know how the story goes? Think again. And it's basically about a town called Fairfold, where in the darkest part of the forest lies a glass casket with a sleeping fairy prince. Hazel and Ben have always dreamt of rousing the sleeping prince, and I think it might come true. So excited about this one. I like Holly Black's writing on Fae, so I'm excited to see if I like this as much as I like The Wicked King and The Cruel Prince. So next up is Charms, and that is age line, read an adult work. And this one has probably been my hardest choice to read. I've been tossing up on this one non-stop. So I did the Charms Extra Credit Readathon last year, so I get to start the Charms prompt 4 days prior to the start of the Readathon. However, the book that I'm going to be reading for Charms, those 4 extra days don't necessarily help, because I'm going to be reading The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. And you're probably wondering, Beck, how did this happen? It's a readathon, that's a 600-page book. In what world do you think you're going to get this done? I'm unsure in what world I think I'm going to achieve reading all of this during the readathon, but I'm going to give it a shot. This one follows Kvothe. Honestly, I don't know much about it. I think it's told in the perspective where he's telling a pub owner about his story or his life story. I'm not really sure. I'm scared about it. But he's got a little monologue on the back which seems strange but intriguing. It says, I have stolen princesses back from sleeping Barrow kings. I burned down the town of Trebon. I have spent the night with Felurian and left with both my sanity and my life. I was expelled from the university at a younger age than most people are allowed in. I tread paths by moonlight that others fear to speak of during the day. I have talked to gods, loved women, and written songs that make the minstrels weep. My name is Kvothe. You may have heard of me. Alright. I'll try. I'll try. The next prompt I need to achieve to be a magizoologist is herbology, and that is read a book with a plant on the cover, and I'm going to be reading The Woods Volume 1 by James Tiernan IV. I'm sorry if I butchered that last name. or the Roman numerals. This is a graphic novel that's been recommended to me by Jess from Jess Reads Books, and I'm really excited to dive into it. She thought I'd like it, so I actually don't know much about it, but I heard it has a sci-fi twist, and there are trees on the cover, so therefore it goes with this prompt. On Goodreads, it says, on October 16th, 2013, 437 students, 52 teachers, and 24 additional staff from Bay Point Prep High School in suburban Milwaukee vanished without a trace. Countless light years away, far outside the bounds of the charted universe, 513 people find themselves in the middle of an ancient primordial wilderness. Where are they? Why are they there? The answers will prove stranger than anyone could possibly imagine. Alright, I'm intrigued and I'm excited to read this one. I definitely wanted to put more graphic novels in this TBR because I've got some chunky books, especially The Name of the Wind. But I'm excited to dive into this one and get these ones knocked off rather early in the readathon. The question is though, should I do a vlog? Maybe let me know down below if you'd like to see a vlog, but you know how my vlogs are. The last prompt I need to make to become a magizoologist is potions, and that is Next Ingredient, aka a sequel. And I am going to be listening to Escaping from Houdini by Kerry Maniscalco. This is the third book in the Stalking Jack the Ripper quartet, I believe, and so excited for this one. I've been loving these audiobooks. I like to listen and read along in the book, so I'm excited to do that one with this one. This whole series is like murder mysteries with these two characters back in the 1800s, and I've been loving it. And this one is set on a ship that's traveling from Europe to America. So ready. I cannot wait to listen to it. Stalking Jack the Ripper follows Audrey Rose, who is a girl in the 1800s who didn't kind of want to be what society wanted her to be, and she wanted to be a forensic scientist. So she's swept up in the Stalking Jack the Ripper case, and then we move forward through that case, and now we're at this one, and I can't tell you more about that because spoilers, but so excited to read it. So those are the books that I'm going to be putting as a priority to read because they obviously go against the career path that I want to go towards. But I have chosen some more books throughout the month as well, and I've got a few more to talk through with you. So the first one is Ancient Runes, which is a retelling. And for this one, I'm going to be reading Scarlet by Marissa Meyer. This is the second book in the Lunar Chronicles, and I pulled this one out of my backlist TBR jar, and I was excited that I did. This was actually the March's TBR jar, but because March I was in a bit of a slump, / am in a bit of a slump, I wanted to definitely put this one forward into April. So Scarlet follows on from where Cinder left off. Cinder followed Cinder, who was a cyborg and kind of looked down upon in the world in which she lived. And there's kind of like a plague that's been unleashed in New Beijing, and she might be the answer of curing the plague. This follows on from there. I'm very unwell, so I'm pretty non-coherent today, so I'm so sorry, but I'm excited to read this one. I'm sorry to follow on. I found Cinder a really quick read, and I'm hoping Scarlet goes just the same. The next prompt I want to talk to you about is Arithmecy, which is work written by more than one author, and I'm going to be reading Monstress Volume 3 Haven by Marjorie Louis and Sana Takeda. It's another graphic novel added into my TBR. I'm really excited about it anyway. It follows on from Monsters Volume 1, obviously. It follows Micah Halfwolf, who kind of got a demon inside her. She's kind of trying to work out her past. I'm excited to dive into this one and see what she uncovers. These are really good books. They're really beautifully detailed, gory and graphic, but I really like them, so excited to dive in. The next prompt I have a book for is Defense Against the Dark Arts. That is Reducto. A title of the book that starts with R is what we're looking for, and I'm going to be reading Red Queen by Christina Henry, which is a book that follows from her first book, Alice, which I ended up reading last year and loving the creepy vibes that it gave me, and I'm excited to dive into the next book. I don't even know if I'm going to tell you anything about this one because it's a really hard book to explain, as well as this is the second book. The first one follows Alice, who kind of escapes an asylum. It's just real creepy, but I can't explain it. If you like kind of a creepy twist on Alice in Wonderland, like, that one is for you. So I'm excited to carry on, but I don't want to give away too much. I remember reading Alice in like 1 or 2 sittings, so I thought this would be perfect for a readathon. Hopefully I smash out this reading as much as I did the first book. Next up is Divination, which is a book that is set in the future, and for this one I'm going to be reading another chunker, because it is A Big Ship at the Edge of the Universe by Alex White. Another book recommended to me by Jess, and I'm excited to dive into this one as well. I feel like my TBR this time is filled with a lot of books that have been recommended to me, and I'm excited to dive into. So this one has not arrived yet, but it will have arrived by the time that readathon starts. So it kind of gives me sci-fi treasure hunter vibes from the synopsis. It says, Boots Ellsworth was a famous treasure hunter in another life, but now she's washed up. She makes her meager living faking salvage legends and selling them to the highest bidder. But this time, she might have stumbled on something real, the story of Harrow, a famous warship capable of untold destruction. Neela Brio is the top driver in the Pan-Galactic Racing Federation and the darling of the racing world until she witnesses the murder of a fellow racer. Framed for the murder and on the hunt to clear her name, Neela has only one lead. The killer also hunts a woman named Boots. On the wrong side of the law, the two women board a smuggler ship that will take them on a quest for fame, for riches, and for justice. Yep, keen, sci-fi, love it very much. Motorbikes going past, so they're really, really rude and really interrupting my filming. Rude. Next up is Muggle Studies, and that is Reader Contemporary, and for this one I'm going to be reading Tyler Johnson Was Here by J. Coles. This is a book that was on my Contemporary-athon TBR that I didn't get to, so I am pushing it forward into this readathon, and as always, very excited for it. It follows a guy named Marvin who goes to, I believe, a party with his brother Tyler, and gunshots go off, and next thing he knows, Tyler has been shot by a police officer. It's kind of about Marvin dealing with the grief. It's another story about police brutality. I think books like this are really, really important, so I can't wait to dive in and see how it is. And last but not least on my TBR is the prompt Transfiguration, which is read a book with sprayed edges or a red cover, and for this one I am going with Shades of Magic Volume 1 by B.E. Schwab. This one is also on its way to me and I'm so excited about it. This is a new graphic novel as a prequel to the Shades of Magic series and I'm super excited to read about it. I love the Shades of Magic trilogy, so I'm so excited to dive into Prince Maxim before he was King Maxim, and so ready for it. But I'm excited to see where Victoria takes us on this journey. And that is it for me today, guys. That is my TBR for the OWLS readathon that starts on the 1st of April. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, like, see more, and have not already, and chat to me down in the comments. Let me know if you will be joining the magical readathon, if you are joining the OWLS, and let me know your TBR, or leave a link to your TBR down below, because I would love to go check it out. But that is it for me today, guys. I make videos every Monday and Thursday, and I'll see you in a new one. Bye!